Greetings. This is a general reading for Sagittarius for the month of May 2017. So, Sag, let's see what's going on with you for this month of May. Spring, flowers, okay. So, Sag. All right, Sag, let's see what's going on. I'm feeling some energies. I'll see if I don't know if you'll be able to see these, but I'll put them there anyway. Okay, Sagittarius. All right. Well, you know that this is tea time, right? And so we have to have our cup of tea. And this is our cup of tea. Sagittarius, this cup of tea is for you. Okay, well, for one thing, I see a Sagittarius that's here, and I feel like that this Sagittarius is kind of making some adjustments, especially when it comes to work, career. And so I feel like it's an adjustment kind of energy, but I feel like they definitely working with this adjustment. And so they definitely, May feels like a time where they will be able to, things will calm down. I feel like things will settle down. And so it's more like driving on a bumpy road, and now all of a sudden you come to a brand new road and it's real smooth. That's what May energy feels like. I'm also seeing here too where I feel a Sagittarius, and it kind of feels like that you could have some kind of landscaping business. And I feel like that this business is getting ready to make, getting like a major boost here. So there could be some kind of major contract or something that I feel that's going to be going on. I keep picking up joint kind of venture here. So I feel like that whatever, and this is not like doing just local, cutting grass, you got households. This kind of like a commercial kind of energy that I feel that's here. And so I feel like that it will be an energy where you kind of, it seems like a coincidence, but I just want you to know, Sag, that there's no such thing as a coincidence. And so I don't feel like that this was a coincidence. And so I feel like that there's some kind of coming together, merging here, or a new contract, but there's definitely some expansion that's going on here. But I just keep picking up landscaping, and I feel like that Sagittarius, I see you learning some new things here, and I feel like that it seems to me like you are planting flowers and trees, but I see a design, and this design, I feel like that I see people complimenting on this design. So you're going to kind of put things together in an unusual kind of way, but it's also going to have an effect when people, some kind of effect that it's had. You know how people do their furniture and things in feng shui? Well, and it's changes, do something to the energy. Well, that's what this kind of feels like with the landscaping kind of vibration. It's kind of like, it does something with energy when people come by. I'm also seeing here too that I feel that there is a Sagittarius, and I feel like that they could have a companion that's very, very intuitive, and they are intuitive. So I feel like both of them together have really came out of some things that you would consider a miracle. I feel like that with you using your intuition, they using their intuition. I feel like that you use them, you listen, you use them when you don't hesitate. And this is another reason why it's like you have, like, how they say, dodged the bullet. It's like being in the middle of a highway with all these cars coming and don't get hit. So it has that kind of energy, and I feel like that energy is going to continue to be there for you, Sag. I'm also seeing here too, and I keep seeing the Sag here, and I see you in a warm climate, like, you know, it's warm all year round, and I feel this vibration is good for you. I feel like that for some Sagittarius there is it's like a new breath of fresh air. It's like new energy, and so whatever this new energy, I feel like that this energy is really good. I'm also seeing here too where I see a Sag and I see you kind of patting yourself on the back, and it's saying, oh, that's okay. You can pat yourself on the back, because I feel like a job well done. And so I feel like that you have been able to figure things out, and it's like you have really got things out of, you know, it's almost like being in a tornado and you were able to, you know, get you and the family and get things out of harm's way. And so I just feel like, Sag, you have really did a good job. You might do it unorthodox. You might not do it the way everybody else do things, but it works. And so the end results is the thing here. I'm also seeing here too where I feel like that there is a Sag, and I feel like that you kind of been looking here, there, like, what am I good at? You know, it's like you might have tried this and tried that, and then, but I feel like now in the month of May, you are able to really get it, like, this is it. This is where I want to be. This is where I'm going to settle. This is what I feel that I'm really good at. And it's like you kind of like a jack of all trades, but it's like now you want to know what is it that you really got that strong, you know, knack for, that you do everything, but you want to know what is it that your specialty is. And so I feel like that you have definitely found out this, especially May, it's like it really has been revealed to you what this specialty is. I'm also seeing here too where I feel that there is an energy here where you kind of got, because you do things in an unorthodox kind of way, it's like you can make things, I might go to the left, you might go to the right, we both going to the same place, but we're both in there at the same time. And I feel that you're comfortable with just because you don't go the way that the crowd go or the way the instructions tell you to do. Just because you don't do that, you're still able to get things together. I feel that there is a Sagittarius. I feel like that you have went through, you made it through the burning building. You made it out of there, and so you don't have to worry about going back into that burning building again. I feel that I see some kind of recognition, and speaking of burning buildings, I see recognition here, and somebody here that kind of feels like it could be somebody being a Sag, being promoted to a commissioner, or promoted to captain or chief, something like that. I just keep feeling this chief vibration with a Sag. So I really feel it dealing with the fire vibration. It could be with the police kind of energy, but I really feel it around the fire vibration. So there could be a Sag that's going to be put in a leadership position, like I say, like a chief or something like that. And I feel like you a perfect fit. You know, it's like you just like the light bulb that screws right into the socket. It's just like you made for it. So this will definitely work out for you, Sag. I feel like that whatever this new discovery or rediscovery that some of you Sagittarius that's going to be doing during this month of May, I feel like that if this is good for you. I feel like everything is in, as they say, divine order. I also see a Sag here, and I feel like that you give out some very good advice. So you're going to be giving some kind of advice out, and I feel like that this advice is going to be powerful. I feel like that there's going to be a strong connection that's going to be made with this advice that you're going to be giving. And it's kind of like you know what you're saying, but you don't really know the punch, the force. the power with this advice or direction that you're going to be given. Now I see a Scorpio here, and I see another a Scorpio in another leadership role. But for some reason, Scorpio, here I go again, these other people want to jump in. And so Sagittarius, I feel the Scorpio vibration here, or this could be a Sagittarius with the Scorpio moon or something like that. But here this Scorpio that's jumping in here. And the Scorpio is saying here to me that they have a message for this Sagittarius. And so here it is. And so my door is open, and whoever wants to jump in, I let them jump in when they jump in, and they you know, say what they feel that needs to be said. But I feel like that the Scorpio is talking to the Sagittarius, and the Sagittarius is like, they're doing great things, but they just seem like that they're carrying this kind of sadness with them. And, you know, it's like you can't just be totally happy. You know, it's like you're happy, but it's like a sadness that's there. It's like you can't get rid of it. And so I feel like this Scorpio energy is telling this Sagittarius that, okay, it's a truce. You know, it's kind of like a battle kind of energy that's going on. And so they tired. It's like the battle is over with. You know, you do you, I do me. You go this way, I go that way. And I feel like that with this, I feel like that this sadness will lift up. I feel like that the Scorpio energy here is saying something about that. It's almost like that they needed to tell them this message, but they couldn't tell it to them before. You know how you try to talk to somebody and they not ready to listen, and that's what this energy is saying. And so whatever this feeling, this hurt, this is more of a sadness. And so whatever this sadness is, it's like it's there. It's kind of like when you have a splinter in your hand, you know, you can feel it. I mean, you can move about and do what you got to do, but that energy is annoying. And so I feel that the Scorpio vibration here is saying that you don't have to carry that sadness around. All you have to do is get you some tweezers and pull the splinter out, and it's like it'll go away. You keeping it there. That's what it's saying. So you have the power, the energy to make this sadness go away. So just pull the splinter out. Don't use this sadness as you know, that you have to carry it around. It has the energy like back in the day when, I don't know if they still do this or not, when they used to have the girls to carry and maybe the boys too, you had to carry a bag of potatoes around, and you had to act like it was your child, and you had to take it with you everywhere you go. Well, that's what this energy feels like. And so what it's saying is that you can put it down now. You don't have to carry this. And it's like you the one got to put it down. It's not going away. You have to release it and let it go. And I feel Sagittarius, that this is definitely the month that you realizing that. It's like you get the message now. So it's like the message has been there and you wasn't receiving it, but you definitely are receiving it now. I also see here for some Sag that I feel like that you kind of been scattered. And now I feel like you setting down now, because it's like you jumping here, jumping there. I got to get to this first. I got to do that. And so now you has this energy where you saying, you know what, let me sit down. Let me organize. Let me pull my powers together. And this is what I see you doing. I also see a Sag here, and I feel like that you are heavy, heavy, heavy in politics. And I feel like that you are going to have a real strong impact with whatever part of this politics that you in, Sagittarius. But it's also saying that you have to make sure that you have your eyes open. Some things you just are ignoring, and you cannot ignore it because it's not going to go away. and you're going to have to see it, address it, and so you might as well do it now and get it out the way, because it's going to be there until you're able to address it. I feel like that's what a lot of you Sagittarius are realizing in this month of May, that you are ready to step up, able to step up to the plate, you able to address things, you able to release things. And so I feel that May is really a turning point for many of you Sagittarius. A lot of you that couldn't hear, you are able to hear now. How they say you couldn't see, you able to see now. So I feel like that this is really a very powerful month for many of you Sagittarius that's here. Before we go, I'll do one more Sag that I'm picking up. And I kind of see a Sagittarius here, and I keep seeing food. And I feel like that they have a real good energy when it comes to food. But I feel like that they need to work with a lot of fresh, natural, if you can, organic kind of food. And I feel like that there is some connection with you and food. And so this could be like a Sagittarius that's a chef or something along those lines. But I see you throwing out or getting rid of everything that you got there. And I see you replacing it with, like I say, organic, totally organic or natural. And I just feel like you working with a whole different energy. And I feel like with this energy, it's not like you're fighting to put things together. It's like this food energy is this flowing right with you. So I feel like that what you're doing, I see people don't want you to do it, but you definitely are going to follow what your inner wisdom is telling you. Well, Sagittarius, if you would like a personal consultation, you can contact me at truepredictiontea@gmail.com, truepredictiontea@gmail.com. And Sagittarius, it's been a pleasure.